Verbal agreements are a common part of daily life, but are they legally binding? In Nevada, the answer is yes, with some important caveats. Verbal contracts, also known as oral contracts, are generally enforceable under Nevada law. However, proving their existence and terms can be challenging without written documentation. For a contract to be valid in Nevada, whether verbal or written, it must include an offer and acceptance, consideration or mutual exchange of value, agreement on essential terms, and the legal capacity of both parties to enter into a contract. While verbal contracts are binding in most circumstances, Nevada's Statute of Frauds requires certain types of agreements to be in writing. These include agreements for the sale of real estate, contracts that cannot be performed within 1 year, promises to pay another person's debt, and sales of goods over $500. Without a written agreement for these types of contracts, enforcement can be difficult or impossible. When it comes to breach of contract, several elements must be present for a claim to be valid. There must be a valid contract between the parties, a failure by one party to fulfill their obligations, and resulting damages to the other party. The breach must be material, meaning it significantly impacts the integrity of the contract. Defendants accused of breaching a contract have several potential defenses. These include arguing that a valid contract never existed, that the contract falls under the Statute of Frauds and should have been in writing, or that there was a mutual mistake about key contract terms. Other defenses might include fraud, duress, impossibility of performance, or unconscionability of the contract terms. If a breach of contract is proven, the injured party may be entitled to damages. These can include compensatory damages to cover actual financial losses, consequential damages for indirect losses, and in some cases, specific performance where the breaching party is ordered to fulfill their contractual obligations. In conclusion, while verbal contracts are generally binding in Nevada, it's always safer to have important agreements in writing. This provides clear evidence of the contract's terms and can help avoid disputes. Remember, certain contracts must be in writing to be enforceable, and proving the existence and terms of a verbal agreement can be challenging. When in doubt, consult with a legal professional to ensure your agreements are properly documented and enforceable under Nevada law.